Yo, what is going on? It is currently Tuesday, February 3rd, 5:45 p.m. And today I did not take a trade. We had a fucking 500 point sell off. And I do want to go over this trade specifically. So let's just wait before we even get into the day. But we sold off, yeah, over 500 points, bro. We sold off around 500 points just in AM session alone. So that alone can tell you what kind of fucking day it was. No retracements. Let's take a look at the 5 minutes. We had a 5 minute gap here, no retracement. 5 minute gap right here, no retracement, and that was about it. We left two 5 minute gaps, no retracement. We left two 15-minute gaps with no retracement. Even up here, there was no retracement. No fulfillment of any gaps, no anything. So that in alone will tell you what kind of day it was today. With this trade, I want to go over this 2-minute trade. So let's take a look at open. Obviously, coming into the day, my bias is going to be bullish. I'm going to want to see us at least come down, sweep some of these lows. Ideally see a SMT within one of these high time frame gaps or after taking one of these high time frame lows, and that is exactly what we get. And Q even goes down and it runs the more premium 4-hour, because if we take a look here, obviously on the date, we this is where open was today. So open was more so, right here, this candle was still decently bullish. So as you can see, we were disrespecting bearish PD arrays and we were respecting bullish PD arrays and just continuing higher. So what you want to see ideally is tag into one of these gaps. And we even got into the more premium discounted 4-hour gap down here because we had almost essentially relative equal highs. This SMT isn't too, had a hair in my mouth. What the fuck? SMT isn't too crazy, not gonna lie, because obviously with ES sitting near all-time highs, we are gonna be SMT'd with a good amount of shit. Like a fucking hair in my mouth or something. I don't know what. Alright, bro. Weirdo. But yeah, we were just clearly obviously respecting bullish PD arrays, and then as I was saying, we came down and we tagged into this lower 4-hour gap, leaving an SMT because ES did tag into the 4-hour gap, but it failed to tag into this lower 4-hour gap. It tagged into this first one, which NQ just immediately ran through. Now, here's what I'm thinking. The way price has been moving lately, the more common way that we're going to get to this high right here is to take this low and immediately come back up and then go into this high. Because if we take a look, going down to this low is 40 points. Going back up to this high is 125 points. Candles are moving huge, right? So let's take a look. I'm going to go over the good and bad like all mixed up. I'll understand in the future. Now that we sell off, we already sold off damn near 200 points, correct? We do obviously though have every single confluence for a mechanical model that we need and everything in that sense, right? Mechanically speaking, this is an excellent trade because we have the 5-minute above, we have a price leg that needs to be rebalanced, we have a high time frame SMT inside of a 4-hour gap after sweeping draws on liquidity, and we have the highest time frame inversion of the price leg occur, which is the 2-minute. Obviously we had a beautiful close, beautiful displacement. You'd enter right here and you would immediately be stopped out, and a continuation of this dump for another 250 points would be opposing you. Dude, this is just, this is a good trade. Not nonetheless. Why did I not take it though? Like I said, where's open? This is open, right? Highest point of open to the lowest point of where we were at was over 225 points. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to find myself coming and taking a trade that is necessarily intending a reversal. I'd rather just seek more of a continuation. Now, granted, this for mechanically speaking wise, beautiful. It's just one of those trades that unfortunately lose, and it is technically my model, but excuse me, after 200 something point dump, I've seen it enough to where I don't even want to try to long anything, because still even this long was damn near 100 points. This long right here was almost 100 points. I get the candles are huge, but I just yeah, it just was not it. Like this, it just wasn't something I want to see on the funded. And we were supposed to have red folder news today, but as you see, they took it off. It's not even tentative. So what does that say to me? That entails to me that we're facing more macroeconomic a more macroeconomic driven market opposed to an algorithmically driven market where news events are what is affecting movement, opposed to the normal algorithmic price movements that are generally supposed to happen, whether you know, it's grabbing liquidity and seeking the next draw, things such as that. We're seeing more news-based things. Could we have seen this coming today, like a big-ass dump? Honestly, probably so, because we had a government shutdown, partial government shutdown, and then news get canceled. I don't see why we wouldn't really technically sell off. It makes sense, but yeah, that's the day. Gonna end up having to take another L, like a $2-3 L on this account, so I don't lose them. But yeah, that's about all I've got for today. Really short day. I mean, it's a straightforward day. You see, we dumped 500 points, never got a retracement, and then I went over this one trade, which is why I faded it and why I thought it was actually a good trade. So yeah, let's just see what is entailed tomorrow. Actually, I'm curious if they canceled the news already. No, they didn't. So we have 2 red folder newses tomorrow. So let's see. Let's continue that goal. Let's continue to work towards that goal of getting these accounts out of the negative this week and then start building the buffer next week. All right. Peace, love, positivity.